All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris, Unholy Jesus. Yeah.
What up, gang? What up, family?
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Media Hijack. This is episode 245. Before we get started, if you guys want to get some official Media Hijack t-shirts like this one right here, or the one Chris is wearing, we're twins today.
Let's go.
What's up, twin? There he is.
On,
Head over to the MediaHijack.com. Grab me some official Media Hijack t-shirts right before the holidays. Get you a hoodie. Like the hoodie, if you get a hoodie, right, the logo is stitched on there. It's stitched logo, and it's very nice.
Official.
And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Give us that 5-star frog splash. All right, let's get started on the first topic of the night, which is the Pascagoula Abduction.
There you go.
How do you say it? That's how you say it?
Pascagoula. Pascagoula. Yes.
Pascagoula Abduction. And this is like, I've never heard of this story. That's why I was surprised when they said this is one of the most famous alien abduction stories in American history.
Right, me too. I was like, what? This went under our radar?
It went under our radar, and then we're like the main ones on this shit. Because to me, the most famous alien abduction story, you know what it is?
Roswell? No, that's a crash landing.
Well, the abduction. The famous abduction story, to me, is the Betty and Barney Hill.
Oh, yeah, that's like the number one.
That was like the number one. Like,
yeah.
Everybody knew about that story.
Yeah, that was when it was in that pickup truck. Yep.
So this one, I don't know if it's the most famous, but it definitely went under the radar. But as I was like looking into this topic, I was like, oh, this was probably big time like back then. Because it happened in the 1970s, right?
Yeah, the 70s, yeah. And I think the reason why it became one of the most credible UFO stories that ever happened, probably some would say even in American history, is because of how the truth came out and how credible the witnesses were. Because while these two men that was involved in this UFO incident, they were the main eyewitnesses and their stories matched up. There was a lot of eyewitnesses around town that could corroborate with exactly at the same time a light that they saw in the sky. And I'll explain a little bit later on too within the story about what was the story that kind of like made this really credible. And like these guys weren't lying; they was actually telling the truth about it. Because the police was like the police at first were trying to like seemed like they was trying to get in the way of like actually kind of just treat them as if they was like, oh, maybe you might have been drunk or whatever. But once they started doing them interrogations and then the stories started adding up between both men, that's what gave them the story more credibility. Like these guys couldn't have made this shit up because, you know, this, that, and the third. So, yeah, so that's what gave this story why it's so popular within the UFO community. Right. Yeah, let me get started on this.
From the top, let's go.
From the top, man, the Pascagoula River alien abduction, right? So this happened on October 11th. Hey, my wedding anniversary.
Hey, let's go. Come on.
I just realized that.
What are the odds?
All right, so the Pascagoula River alien abduction. So on the night of October 11th, 1973, two Mississippi shipyard workers, so this dude named Charles Hickson, who was 42 years old, and then there was a 19-year-old named Calvin Parker. Now, they were like relatives or something. I'm not sure in what manner, maybe like cousins or whatever, but they were related. And so what happened was that night, the two guys went fishing after work at the west bank of the Pascagoula River. It was supposed to be a calm, just chill night, throw back some brews, you know, kick it back, just enjoy the awesome time of night fishing. But around 9 p.m., the riverbank lit up as two bright blue flashing lights and a strange buzzing noise filled the air. When the men turned around and they saw something hovering above the ground, a metallic oval-shaped craft about 30 to 40 feet across. So they out there just fishing, chilling, and They're seeing a bright light. Now, I watched the video, and so when they first went up to the lake, right? Calvin Parker, the young guy, the 19-year-old, when he first got there, he was like, "Hey, Charles," like when he felt something was off with the lake, he was like, "Hey, man, this looks like we're not even supposed to be fishing here. Are we allowed to fish here, cuz?" And Charles was like, "Yeah, man, we can fish here." And it was like, "Okay, bet." And they just went fishing.
Yeah.
So while they was out there fishing and they saw the flashing lights, 19-year-old Calvin Parker jumped up and thought it was like the cops. And he was like, "Damn it, man. Like, you told me the cops wouldn't catch us." Because immediately he thought it was the cops because he saw like a bright flashing light from behind him, only to turn around and find out it wasn't no damn popo.
That,
It wasn't 50.
that ain't no damn cop, big dog. This is in Mississippi, correct?
Good old Mississippi.
Yeah, they're like that don't look like no cop out here, big dog.
Not at 9 p.m. So yeah, so they originally thought that the police had rolled up on them. In reality, it was this big ass metallic oval shaped craft, about 30 to 40 feet across. And so what? Man, right? And so this is when it gets weird. So what happened with the encounter was that, according to Hickson, the 42-year-old man, and Parker, three beings floated out of the craft. The creatures were unlike any classic little green men. They described them as roughly 6 feet tall, gray, wrinkled skin, almost like an elephant. Bullet-shaped head with no obvious neck, got that big neck on them, and
Big bat.
slits for mouths, no clear eyes, pincers like claws instead of hands, moving in a gliding, floating motion. And so when these beings showed up, our heroes were paralyzed instantly. Hickson said he completely was awake but was unable to move. But Parker claimed he actually fainted during the incident when the aliens showed up. So the 19-year-old collapsed out of shock after seeing these damn aliens show up. He just fell and collapsed. And the older gentleman, stayed strong. And he was just like, but he could not move though. He was paralyzed. And now I don't know if it was out of fear, technology that kept him in place, mind control, but the guy could not move. And so when the aliens came up to them, they wound up lifting them off the ground and then taking them over to the ship. And so once they got into the ship, and they wound up doing like and Charles Hickson, he actually explains this too during his police interrogation. He tells the authorities that when he was taken up to the spaceship and he was laid down on a metal slab table,
Yeah.
there was like this female version. It was like a female alien. Because I guess the other guys were like other aliens that came down with like dudes. There was like a female one. He could tell like based off of like her features. Not so much features, but how like she looked like them, but more slender, I guess, and had like maybe longer fingers. And while he was laying on the table and couldn't move, Hickson talks about like how she like touches his chest and like drags her finger down his chest and tells him like she tells him in his mind. This is what he says to the police. She tells him with his mind like, "We're not here to hurt you." He said he doesn't see her lips move or anything. He just hears her talking in his head.
Telepathy.
And yes, and so she communicates with him like, "Hey, we're not here to hurt you." And that's when he kind of like passes out. And after the next day, when he wakes up, they both back out there on the ground again. After God knows what happened to them, what them aliens did to their bodies.
Yeah, like what's crazy about like this story, like even though like it's from like the 70s, right? Like it's on brand with every other alien abduction story that people told. It's all like so similar, like the same shit. People are paralyzed, they cannot move. They're seeing them on like a metal slab being examined for some reason.
Everybody got the same story. Like, and it could be just like a simple thing where like I could see it being this possibility too, that there are these intelligent beings that happen just to, maybe they got plans for Earth. Maybe they just might be stopping by Earth to just, mingle with, like secretly mingle with us or poke and prod us or whatever and like experiment with us. Because if you're an advanced alien civilization that could travel across galaxies like that, I'm pretty sure you would want to experiment. You're already scientific already of a culture to be able to space travel like that. So they probably just travel around. I mean, I don't see it as any different from how humans travel the world and they take animals to a zoo. They probably experiment them and look at them and shit, but this is like the alien version of it. Like, hey, look, there's a human. They out there drinking some, fucking PBR in the lake. Let's snatch him up right quick and I'm gonna touch
Yeah,
him.
or
Let's touch him.
they could be from like another timeline or like from another reality
Another dimension. Yeah.
where they're curious
It
about like
might.
certain people's like DNA because they're like, like in 1,000 years, for some reason, people with this DNA structure, they seem to survive like the longest or something.
Yeah.
I'm just making that up. Or something
Yeah.
like something weird with that DNA. That's why they study like certain type of people.
What makes them special?
Yeah, it's like something with this DNA. Like in the future, they're able to like get into like their powers. They're able to do like telekinesis and shit or
Yeah.
psychokinesis. You know, everybody's like
Tap into the
Magneto out there and shit.
right. Throwing
And it
shit around.
evolved from like this certain DNA. So they probably went to a certain timeline or a certain area on this universe. They're like, okay, these people with this DNA, they're able to achieve these abilities in the future or whatever.
In the distant future, in the year
Yeah, because who would, I
2333.
mean, why would you study like a human like that, right? If you're from an advanced civilization, you come back and study like humans that don't really know nothing.
Curious.
Why
I'm
would you
probably
study
curious.
like that DNA like that? Unless
uh,
there's something
They
more
found
to it.
right, right. They watched us from the beginning.
Yeah, they
Just
put
watching
them
us
in the
grow.
fear. Yeah, paralyzed them, kidnapped them. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, they're just hanging out at the riverbank. Yo, get those two white boys.
Look at them white boys, man. They
Get
think
them.
we gonna. They
Put
think
them.
they might think we the cops. Let's roll up.
Yeah, grab them real quick. Let's see what kind of blood they got. You know.
Yeah, and they say the 19-year-old guy like passed the hell out. They say he went to shock, which man, like I watched like I've read some stuff about this and I watched some videos like try to get an understanding of like what they went through and the trauma they experienced. And for what they describe with the interviews or interrogations rather, what they did with the 19-year-old guy, he they said like he was like generally like in a in a state of shock, like almost like he didn't believe in the reality that they were living in, like which I could man, I
Damn,
don't
in the
know.
'70s, talking like that, that's crazy.
Man, like completely shattered his world because going forward too, once this story started getting out to the public, these two men, like the older gentleman, what was his name? Charles Hickson, the older guy, he kind of like embraced the fame and like that was coming with this. And the 19-year-old Calvin Parker, he didn't embrace it at all till like years later because he was like straight up traumatized. Like these beings just showed up and he fainted. Like, man, that's when you know something scares you. When you just like your brain's like,
Yeah,
just shuts off.
didn't they say they look like humanoids, like mechanical looking, like they weren't?
Yeah, like almost robot basically, and especially in
Yeah,
like in their movement, it's almost like robotic. But I don't know if it's like biomechanical, like it's like a because from what it looks like, they look like almost like flesh-like creatures. But the way they describe them to is almost like this, like but it's still robotic and how they move, and they had like pincers. Because like I listened to like one of the interrogation videos of of the 19-year-old guy,
yeah,
when they interviewed him, he kept trying to explain in the video, like, well, they got, you know, the hands, like they had hands, but they weren't hands. They were like claws. They were like, they had claw hands and they were like almost robotic. And I'm like, Jesus, man.
yeah.
So he,
Because like I read like when they were on that metal slab, right? They said a mechanical eye was observing them. Did you hear?
yes, that was another thing that popped up too. The mechanical eye. I don't know if I have that even in my notes.
Yeah, it was like
I did have that.
like a big eye, like
Yeah, a big eye came down and
yeah.
observed him. Yes, I'm glad you mentioned
Damn,
that. I don't have that shit. Thank you for mentioning that because I do not have that in my fucking notes.
you're welcome.
Thank you, because I did have that in there too. I don't know what I did with it. But yes, about mechanical eye came down to observe him and stuff, and they got dropped
Yeah,
off,
so like
man.
I guess like they are like machine like, right? Like it's not like a fully organic being. Like they did still use technology as far as like them doing their research on human beings. Like they were
Yeah,
still using tech, you know? Because
yeah.
oh, never mind. This might go off topic, but go ahead.
Okay, so then, all right, so now this part right here, we're gonna call this like the secret tape section, right? So this is what gave this story a massive amount of credibility.
Secret
Was
tapes,
that yeah, these secret tapes because when they were put in these interrogation rooms, these two men did not know that they were being recorded at
right?
all. And that was a part of the police's plan. It was like, hey, like this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna have them in separate rooms, and then we're gonna have them in a room together and see how they talk amongst each other. And from the recordings that they had, and because they basically took their stories, comparing notes of what they said to each other, then had them put in a room with each other and then listening on it, and their stories kept matching up. Nothing was changing about the story, and because when you're a police officer, you're doing an investigation. A lot of things that they try to do is like try to tie you down to like a timetable. Hey, where were you at this time? What were you doing? What was this? So when it comes time to like, hey, we need to roll out the evidence now and compare notes. Then it's like, well, this is the time you told us you was there. How come you weren't there? And that's when they kind of start ripping your damn story to shreds. It's all based off of a timeline. So when they try to do it with these men, they couldn't break them, man. Either they lied really good or that shit was real. And I think it might have been legit, man. Because the story wasn't breaking. Nothing changed. Nothing was inconsistent with the stories.
Right. This is why they interview people's like separately, like the witnesses.
Yeah.
They separate them and then they interview them and then let's see if their story matches up.
Right. See if this
And
shit
they were
makes sense.
recording
Like,
these dudes like separately in different rooms, right? And they were like all talking like, "Holy shit!" Like blah 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 blah. They said all the same shit.
yeah. It says at the sheriff's office, officers were skeptical until one thing changed their minds. They say they left Hickson and Parker alone in a room with a hidden tape recorder, expecting to catch them laughing or breaking character. Instead, the tape captured the men crying, breathing heavily, praying, and expressing genuine terror. They believed they had truly experienced something unexplainable. The sheriff later said that the tape convinced them that the men were either telling the truth or had survived something extremely traumatic. So they was like, man, whatever happened, these guys ain't lying. So they kind of like scratched that off the list.
Yeah.
Because they, especially from what I heard, like the one thing I kept running into the most is with the younger guy of the two, what's his name? Calvin Parker. He was the one that was the most traumatized the most. I wanted to like I'll probably fit it like in the edit for this video by like a video clip of him doing the interrogation because it sounded like this dude had like lost. It sounds like he feels like he lost his damn mind when he saw them aliens and
He probably did.
he didn't even want to be.
Yeah.
He didn't even want to be there, man. That's like working overtime on your day off
Yeah.
and then some shit go down.
Because
It's
like
I
even
used to
after like
be.
everything like was said and done, right? Like the older guy, he wasn't shy about talking about his experience, but they said the younger
Yeah,
guy,
no.
the dude Calvin, he didn't even want to talk about it like at all. You know, it took
I
like a
feel it,
lot
man.
of years that went past and shit, and before he was able to like really talk about it. Because one of
I
them
think
like was the old guy. He wrote a book about it.
Yeah, so the older guy wrote a book about it, and I think Calvin wound up writing a book sometime later after him. And I think what makes the story more believable is how Calvin reacted to it the whole time. Because usually when it's like, some people, when they want that attention, they just kind of like roll in it and they're like, oh, I want all the glory of being
Right.
abducted.
Yeah.
But Calvin was like, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do nothing
You know
about it.
why?
And it must have been,
You know why
man.
Calvin was traumatized? You know why? You want me to tell you? This dude got
Yes.
anal probe.
I know it.
Yeah, and that's embarrassing, right? Like, dude,
Man.
ask Little Rod. But the dude got anal probe and he didn't want to talk about it.
Man, that's like because
Yeah.
you had Charles Hickson, the older guy, right? When he told his story, he was like, "Man, this alien lady came up to me and touched me."
You sure it was a
and
lady?
Calvin was like, Calvin was like, there was a female. Like, you had a female. Like, he did.
He was like, what
like, "They got
lady?
females and
What lady? 'Cause we yeah.
Remember, Calvin was knocked out when he got onto the ship, so there ain't no telling what they.
Dude.
Oh man.
I think they saw everything that happened, but they didn't feel no pain. Like they're all numb to it. They can see what's happening, you know?
It's kind of like when you go to the dentist, man. You get like I don't know if you ever like them inject like a needle, like anything into your gums,
Right.
But they numb everything up, and then you don't feel anything. You just feel the tugging. It might have been that.
Yeah.
Like they're just getting like
Woo.
get anal probe, and they just feel the tug and the push,
Damn.
but no pain.
That,
It's like
that plug, they could feel that plug like pulling out, you know?
boop.
And then the body natural reaction trying to suck that shit up. They was like,
Oh, that's because they said that's.
Like
That's what I say.
Calvin,
Naturally,
Calvin, what'd you tell them? What? Stop telling them everything. Like, stop.
that's what they say what the anal does too. Naturally, it just sucks stuff in. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
man,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Calvin and Hickson, they got lit up. You know,
Man, Charles Hickson sounded like he had a good time though. He had like a little
shit. I mean, if you
alien
think
thought on
about it,
him
like, why doesn't Diddy have an alien story?
because he is the alien.
Because he's probably the one probing
He's the
people.
alien.
Like, come on, man.
He is the Pascagoula River alien. Like,
God damn. Diddy,
Diddy
wow.
alien.
But yeah.
Yeah, he's something else. But yeah, man. So here's where we go. Come down to like so we already talked about how Hickson, he braced the attention. He was giving interviews. He was appearing on TV. He was like, "Yo, like this is my story of my love affair with my female alien." He wanted to tell the whole
Wait, he
world
had
he
a
got.
love affair with the alien?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying because
Oh,
I'm just saying that as a joke because he said in his interrogation that it was a female alien that touched him on his chest, both like and telling him
he
like we're
lying,
not gonna hurt
man.
you. I know. He's like, damn, I can't tell it was a man alien. Like,
Yeah, it's probably no gender, dude.
that's saying like smooth like a Barbie doll, bro.
Yeah, let's say like, cause he described them as being like mechanical, right? Like he
Yeah, I
probably
think
got lit up by a mechanical being.
I wonder if he was just explaining it from his perspective, like if as a human, based off of like how I think as a human, if I could describe what it looked like to me, it has like female features compared to the rest that picked our asses up and took us to the ship.
She had like some
And then he said,
curves.
yeah, some curve, some
Yeah.
it's a Coke
It's like,
bottle
oh,
shape
okay.
alien.
There's a curve there, so that has to be a female alien.
And she got that junk in the trunk.
Bloop. There's your butthole.
Like, there it is.
Here it is, Hickman.
So they said like Parker, the younger guy, withdrew completely. He was traumatized and wanted no part of the spotlight. And like eventually, the money was probably too good for him, or maybe he had some bills to get paid. Because eventually he did wind up writing a book, if I'm not mistaken. So you have a lot of skeptical theories versus the people that support it, right? So a lot of skeptics argue that all this was like this whole story and what happened to this man and everyone believing it was just another thing of like mass hysteria. Because mind you, at that time though, that was the UFO era. Now, granted, it wasn't the 50s. That was like peak UFO, like
Yeah,
straight
after
up,
World War
like
II.
yes, man, that was like straight up like UFO era, and it was still going around in the 70s too. But some skeptics are saying like, yeah, this is just another case of no mass hysteria, which I can kind of see that. I don't know if I believe it, but I can see that being a possibility. Another like, and some skeptics are saying like this is actually was just sleep paralysis or hallucination. Now, for what I don't know.
No,
And some people and some of the skeptics were saying like this was a hoax. And
I
I
don't think
reason
so.
like so here's the thing too. So after they got interrogated, I forgot to mention this part. After they got interrogated, Hickman, what the dude's name was, the older guy, Charles Hickman. He after they got done with the interrogation, he had left and went home and started downing a bottle of liquor at the house when he got done with the
I don't blame
interrogation.
him.
And so when
His
the cops came
butthole's
back to
probably
later, it was
sore.
like, yes. And so when the cops came up to him later, because I guess when they asked him some more questions, they was like, well, obviously you were lying. You smell like booze on your breath. He was like, man, I was just abducted. Like I had to go home and drink.
I was
like,
abducted.
like,
Imagine trying to
like,
explain that at the sheriff's office. Like,
yeah,
shut the
well,
hell up! You
originally,
smell like
right?
alcohol.
Well, I think originally, right, they was gonna go to like this newspaper company or this journalism company in their town, and they decided not to. Because at first, when they came back to Earth, they were like, "Damn, what should we do?" They sat around for a little bit trying to figure out like, "Oh my gosh, should we tell somebody? Should we?"
Right.
And they was gonna go to.
But they weren't
They
gonna
was gonna
tell
go to.
nobody, right?
Yeah, they didn't. Originally, they weren't going to tell anybody, and then they changed their minds at the last minute and went to like some kind of newspaper company. And I think the news, but at the last minute, they decided like, no, the newspaper company I think was closed or something, or whoever they was going to go to was closed. And then they went to the police department, and that's when the interrogation started.
Jackson
And then
County.
so like Jackson County, man,
Jackson
and then
County.
so
Yep.
like I remember like years ago, I almost like many years ago, like over a decade ago, I almost got to this really crazy car accident in Colorado, right? Spun out on the highway and almost got hit by a semi. When me and it was me and my friend was in the car. When we got to the location we was at, we got so drunk afterwards because we almost got traumatized. The fact that we almost got splattered on the damn highway by a semi, all because we slid across a lane in a blizzard. We was in a blizzard.
Damn.
We slid across a lane and we spun around. And when the car stopped, traffic was coming towards us. We was facing the opposite way in traffic, and the semi stopped right before it hit us.
Yeah, you died. You died.
We got man, and another. I'm telling you, if I went to another universe, that hey, Chris, I hope we didn't make it that day.
Chris right now. We chilling with dead Chris.
So the reason why I bring up the story to say this is that I believe that when he got home, he got shit faced. When you get traumatized, but you just like, yo, where's the closest bottle at? Because I don't know how to process this right now, man. Like, I need to like. Yep. Yeah, so I think some of the people try to throw it out there too at one point, like, well, he was drunk after he when the cops talked to him, but in reality, he was drunk. He had been drinking after he had done the interrogation because he was like, man, I had to go home and drink I had the bottle of Jack, man.
Yeah, it's real, man.
It's too unreal.
People saying like it's like a hoax, like back then, especially if you're working at a job, right? Do you think you got time to run up to a damn police station to tell a fake story? Like for what? Man. What did they really gain from that? Because I don't know if their books even sold like that. Like this is probably
right?
It's just dumb getting stuff off their chest. Because I mean they're gonna die sooner or later, dead. And I don't think either of them died rich or famous.
Yeah, because they're both dead, right? I think they both passed away.
Yeah, they've been dead. Yeah. And I don't think they got rich and famous off of their book. So
they're probably like local legends at best.
Yeah, that's like about it. Yeah, I think their story is real, dude. Legit, 100%. I think it's 100% real. Nobody would.
And I think
do that. Like for what?
And granted, like, don't get me wrong, I think there are definitely people out there that will fake shit to get, like, fame. Yeah, they do exist. Yep. I think this story in particular was pretty legit, though, man. Especially when the number one way, because that's why you have things like eyewitnesses. Because don't get me wrong, there was a ton of eyewitnesses too.
That came out later and talked about they came out later blue light that they saw the same day. So they're like, holy shit. The stories are matching up. Like people saw the same thing the same night that those two guys saw.
At the same exact spot. Some people said they saw it out near the lake because, let me see, I ain't gonna go through all of them because there was like a list of like 10 eyewitnesses that saw it. But this is like a family known as the Carver family. They saw it over at their house. They said the mother, father, and daughter reported seeing a strange object of blue lights that night. It says multiple fishermen along the river. Now, mind you, they say like in the days after the abduction made news, other fishermen who were out that night reported strange lights over the river, glowing objects near the water, and blue flashing illumination. Actually, and to add like more layer to show like, because when I first heard about this, I was like, well, these fishermen obviously could be lying. They might be just jumping on that, that clout wave. But they said some of these fishermen that was out that night refused to give their names to avoid public ridicule, which means they weren't even trying to be famous. They were actively trying to hide their identity because it was like, we saw shit, but if we know how the world is going to judge us and call us crazy. So that, I feel like they're giving more credibility to the story because if people can run out like, yeah, my name's John so-and-so, and I live down this street, and da-da-da, and I saw the aliens, then okay, clearly you're probably trying to grab something out of this. But a lot of these eyewitnesses, especially ones that was out fishing that night too, were like, hey, this is what happened. We did see the lights, but leave my name out this report, man. And if they interview, and if they...
Like back then, like all they had to worry about was getting into the newspaper.
Yeah, today, holy shit.
Today, like, dude, you would be globally, like if you hit the fan the wrong way, you're global news.
Man, that's probably the reason why UFOs don't snatch people up like that no more. It's bad. You can't do nothing without getting caught. So back then there weren't cameras like that.
I think they still do. But like the one story where that teacher, he got abducted, right? And he kept the story like secret for a long time because he felt embarrassed to talk about it because he got anal probe. He was like a teacher, like he taught elementary students and stuff. And then he finally came out and told his story like to the public, how he got anal probe. Dude, he got ridiculed. He got made fun of. And he was like, holy shit, I just ruined my whole life. I shouldn't even never told the story.
I would have never told. Would you tell anybody if you like you
remember I had that one dream?
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna tell that story. That shit was crazy. Like something happened, dude.
Yeah, because you really weren't planning on telling that story. I remember
Yeah,
you said it specifically.
we're gonna leave it at that because, ouch,
But yeah, man,
damn.
I went. Oh man, I don't know. That'd be damn. It's like getting beat up by like a little person or something. Would you want to tell nobody? I mean, I don't know.
No,
I
that's
just
like
get
getting diddy.
embarrassing.
That's
Actually,
getting,
no, I would actually
yeah,
getting diddy
getting super diddied.
getting diddy.
No one's gonna believe you. Who's gonna believe you?
You might as well tell them you got abducted by a UFO. They ain't gonna believe the Diddy story. And,
But now they
and so,
probably will, you know?
right. And so, let me wrap this up. I'm at the very end. So, supporters of this whole thing actually say that the two things that was considered, well, not two things, but the things that was considered the most that made the story credible, and like I said, these are what the supporters believe, is that two witnesses with matching stories. That's, to me, I think that's one of the most damning things that made that story, makes it more credible, because so many people, I don't care how many times you plan a story, when it's a lie and you have to think, it never sticks. But if it's the truth, you don't have to think, man. And if you have two people telling the truth in two separate rooms, man, look, it sounds legit to me. And so supporters also say that the hidden police recorder capturing real-time panic as how these men were reacting in the interrogation room. And it says the men also passed a sobriety test, because also I want to add too that night after they left the police station, or before they left the police station, and they was giving their stories, they were given a sobriety test. Now they asked, I think Parker or one of them, they asked one of the men if they had been drinking, and it was like, yeah, we had like a beer, but it wasn't like we got drunk out on the damn water. We still had to row a boat and fish, and you still got,
Yeah, because
so
they
they
just
weren't
got
like,
off of work, right? They just
yeah,
got
they
off
just
of
got off
work.
work, man.
Yeah, and they just
It's
want
not
to
like
go
they just
fishing
got
and chill.
there.
Yep.
And then I also heard conflicting stories too, where police reports say that the incident happened at like 9 p.m., where some stories say it happens at 7 p.m. or something. So the time schedule is usually off with it. But it sounds like the real life true story version is the 7 p.m. one, because it says after they got off of work. Because the two gentlemen said like it wasn't too long they was out there that this damn UFO showed up. They went out there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, shit faced drunk. It was just, hey, we just cracked open some PBR, we about to chill. Whoop whoop. Oh, that's the police. Oh shit, we're getting abducted. Like it was like, sound like it moved in that type of motion. So they passed the sobriety test. They weren't drunk, and also too, some people said that this was like you just said too, Billy, that this was zero personal gain, especially Parker, because Parker avoided all attention at all costs. Even today, investigators call this one of the most strongest UFO abduction cases in U.S. history. And so, like, right now, and like, well, not right now, but in 2019, Pascagoula installed a historical marker on the abduction site. And in 2018 and 2019, Parker published his detailed account after the decades of silence. So after all them years, 2018, 2019, he finally dropped his hot release of the Pascagoula alien abduction. It says documentaries and research continues to revisit the case. And Pascagoula abduction remains one of the most chilling and wildly debated alien encounters
It's real.
ever recorded. Yeah, it's real. Yeah,
It's
straight
real.
man.
It's 100% real. It's not
Yeah,
made up.
you can throw
None
it
of
up there
that.
with
Yeah.
throw it up there with Betty and her husband.
Yeah.
Throw it up there with her.
Yep. Yeah, that's 100% real. I believe it.
Yeah,
Especially like in the 70s,
doing-
like that. You do not play around like that in the 70s because
man,
what,
these
you want to
people
look
got jobs.
stupid in your whole neighborhood? For
Yeah,
what?
this wasn't like this,
Yeah.
this is before you could get like a podcast.
It's before
It's like,
social media. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's
not
fucking
getting
done.
famous off of nothing. Like, if anything,
Talking
you're going to
crazy.
look stupid walking down to the grocery aisle. Like, oh, this is that crazy motherfucker. Blue light
Talking
motherfucker.
crazy. I'm glad, right? I'm glad Parker got his story out before he passed, though. I'm not sure. I don't know this guy Parker personally, but it may be like, okay, like I might be on borrowed time. My end might be coming. Let me get my story out there finally.
Just tell it, man. Like, I think we're like in the day and age right now. Like, if something crazy happened to you, you'll definitely hear it on the podcast. 100%.
Man, tell it.
Like,
100%.
I saw like a quick podcast, like a little clip, right? Where they talk about how girls fart. right? If a girl is sitting down, right, and she farts, dude, she was like, she said her fart would cycle into her vagina and then it cycles back out.
That is true.
Yeah, it's like the air
I've
goes
heard
in your
that.
vagina, like bloop, and then you fart out from your vagina, and then it's like double fart,
The
but
queef.
extra flavor or extra senses. Right? I was like, I saw that clip, I
Fart
was so
flavor.
disgusted. I was like, guys like girls? That's so nasty.
Uh,
And they
he's
be
like a
farting
friend,
inside their
man.
vagina, and no female ever even talked about that. So girls be
No.
farting in their vagina.
Fart in the
Who's in the
vagina.
chat? Like, is that real?
Girls pee when they sneeze. That's another secret they don't tell you.
Yeah, that's about
When
normal.
girl
Yeah,
sneezes,
yeah,
it's pretty normal. Jesus. Everybody knew that? Okay, cool. I thought I was blowing the
yeah.
lid off
That's so
then.
nasty when I heard that. I was like, damn, so they psycho fart.
I can that.
Fart
They're so
cycle.
close together, man. I can
Yeah,
see
like
that.
we don't go through that. Our fart is like one exit. That's it.
Yeah, I fart out my pee hole. You know how crazy that would sound?
That's crazy if your fart goes
I
in
fart
your
out my pee hole.
ew.
Ew, man. Your pee
That
stink.
is gross. Ugh.
Sick, man.
Take a quick bathroom break. We come back. We're gonna do the next story for the night. All right. So next topic for the night. So we're gonna be talking about the inside secret society of Santa malls, mall Santas,
Oh, shit.
Santa
Okay.
malls. Yeah.
All right. I
Like
didn't know
when
that's
you were
a
a
thing.
kid, right? Did you ever believe in Santa Claus? Like
I
honestly.
did till like I did till I was like fifth grade. Some kid told me. Some kid told me in school. He's
Yeah.
like, he's not
Like
real.
I believed in Santa Claus also, but we were living in LA, right? In these apartment buildings where they didn't even have chimneys. So like I believed in Santa, but there was a part of me was like, Santa doesn't come to people like us, you know?
Oh,
I was like, Santa only comes to white people houses. This was like me as a kid thinking like, oh yeah, he only visit white people houses because they got chimneys, you know? So I was like,
they'll come to
I'm never gonna
apartments.
get a present like from legit Santa. But it was like, I don't know, like there was like a small gap where I believed in him, and then I didn't believe nothing after that.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believed
So
it for a stint.
I was like, he don't come to people like us. We don't even have chimneys. Like, where is he gonna sneak in? Like through the window? That's too loud.
Yeah, I remember when I found out he wasn't real, I was kind of like, I wasn't mad. I didn't cry or nothing. I was just kind of like, well, it made sense for one. And then two, I was kind of like, well, cool. That means if it's my parents doing it, then I have a direct line to the source of toys. Like my parents are the middleman. Yeah, not the
Yeah.
middleman. I know. They are the source.
Well, my parents didn't do nothing like that. Like, bucket, here's a tree. Yeah.
Enjoy.
So there's like this secret society for Santas where, all the Santas from all around the world, they're a part of a secret society where, they all talk to each other. They go to conventions. They all chill with each other. They all talked about like, okay, what mall are we gonna do this year? Who gets picked at certain malls? They talk about their beards, how well you should groom your beard, because these are like year-round Santas, right?
Right.
Like these are basically people that's like basically like retired from their jobs, but they still want like side income,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they
Yeah.
end up growing real ass beards. Yeah, so there's like there's an actual organization just for people who professionally play as Santa. Like it's kind of like a biker club, but you know, but with more cookies, like
He's like
for the soft
the
people.
initiation.
Yeah.
The initiation. You gotta the initiation. You have to jump this elf. Like,
Yeah, gotta beat this elf up. Tell him to make them toys faster.
right.
But there's like three big groups, three big organizations. One is called Forbes, which stands for Fraternal Order of Real Bearded Santas. It's a brotherhood
Yeah.
of men who grow real beards, and they guard their beard like a national treasure. Like they would never shave it. They take care of it and stuff, like that. So they have meetings
Yeah.
about all of that. There's no nonsense. Like everybody has like a good attitude and everything that they bring to the table because they all talk about what they can do better, like what questions they can answer better, like what kids ask them, stuff like, "Hey, is my daddy gonna come back?" I mean, I don't know how to answer that, right? I mean, how do you answer that if a child comes to you and asks you, "Hey, is
Whoa,
my dad gonna come back?"
whoa, little Davy. According to the justice system, and your father did an armed robbery with three friends, and he accidentally shot someone and murdered them. So you may be able to see him in 18 if he snitches. Uh, but yes, you'll see him again. You'll be an older boy though. You'll be much older, and you'll be back here with me with your children, and he will still be locked up because your father was a menace. Merry Christmas.
And if he's on good behavior, you probably see him in
He's on
10
good
years.
if he's on good behavior. Like night night, keep your butthole tight. Like, it's like,
Keep it
don't
tight,
tell your
man. Don't
father.
let Diddy.
Keep it
Don't let
tight.
Diddy know about that.
Don't let Diddy in.
Yeah, so like there's like groups of Santa, right? There's another group. It's called like IBRBS, which stands for
Shit.
International Brotherhood of Real Bearded Santas. Like, cause there's like
Real.
people with
Gang gang.
real beard, and then there's like the fake beard Santa,
Fake.
and then they have beef, dude. They have beef with each other
Say
and
this is-
shit.
Look at
Yeah,
them smooth faces. Look at them smooth faces over
right.
there. Trying
The
to.
real beard's like, yeah, you guys can't grow a beard, and then like the fake beard's like, at least I don't have to live with this shit for my whole life, right? Because they're doing it seasonally. Like
That's all
the
you.
real bearded Santa, they play that shit year round, dude. They keep that character year round. Because I know, like, our mall, South Lake, the Santa at South Lake look real as shit. Legit beard,
Yeah.
the chubby
At
cheeks, the
least
twinkle
it
in
was
his
real
eyes.
with
Yeah, I was like, South Lake has
red
a real
cheeks.
ass. Yeah, he had. I was like, that's a real ass Santa. Like the beard looks super real. And this was like what, 15 years ago? Maybe I don't know. Maybe somebody took his spot by now. But South Lake had a real ass mall Santa.
Yeah, when South Lake was popping. I don't know how it is
Yeah.
now. I don't know what it's like.
Another society is called ClausNet, which is Santa Claus Network. So they basically like they hit each other like on Facebook, tell you about all the spots or whatever.
I got your net. I
Booking the
get it.
next gig,
Internet.
they can argue over who has the best cookie brand,
Okay, so
shit
it
like
sounds
that.
like they're more organized. It sounds like they're more. So you got the real ones with the real beards. You got the smooth faces. Which if I was a part of this, if I was a part of all this, that would definitely be my derogatory name towards them. Like, oh, smooth face over there. Like, so that'd be a good one to go after them. But then
Yeah.
so you got like the internet savvy clauses that like they all
I
got
wonder
like
what the
different
new
skill
school
sets.
Santa would be like, right?
Oh shit, man!
All
Like
politically
that type
correct and
shit.
shit.
You said that Christmas type shit. Like whoa, like.
Ho 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 type shit. Like, what do you want? What do you want, twin? Get
For
yeah.
real.
Because like they got like Santa training. Like the whole Santa training is real. Like they do practice like the perfect ho ho ho. You know, like
You gotta roll your H's.
yeah, they teach you how to pose for photos without cracking your knees, because they're like, shit, like these.
Shit.
Because if you think about it, most of the people that are doing these Santa jobs, they're like retired people, right? Because that makes
Yeah,
sense.
a lot of them are retired. Yeah, yeah. This is
Yeah, this is like
want to give
their
back, make things
side gig.
happen.
It's their seasonal. They do this shit like once every 2 months. They do their little side gig and they take the whole year off, and they make a lot of money too on these side gigs.
And especially like if it's like your spot, uh, especially like if that's like, you know, if you live in a small town and you're like the Santa of that town, and that's like, okay, and you're guaranteed to be that Santa every year. Well, that's guaranteed like some seasonal income. You good.
Right. Because they say like there's like real drama, well, like behind the scenes, like with these Santa guys. Because
Mm,
like some of them, like they get put at like the bad malls, and nobody want to get put at the bad mall. So they
yeah.
started beefing over that shit. Like, man, why you always get the good mall? Like, cause I'm the best
Got
Santa. Blah
robbed.
blah blah. Behind the scenes, they're like fighting.
Some real beef.
Ho ho ho.
Like shanking each other with like candy canes and shit.
Yeah, the sweet shank.
Right?
Yeah. So like some of the benefits, like Santa Claus be making? Some of them be making like 62,000 a year.
Damn.
But then if they're working like just seasonal, but that's like if you're working like year round. I don't even know where they work year round at. But
I guess you would have to travel to like, what do you like a Santa around the world? Like that's the only way I can see like
damn,
going to Himalayas in July. That's where it snows at.
that's
So
a lot of work, dude. Just for like 62,000 a year. Fuck that. But
it's not
yeah,
even worth it.
but if you're working like seasonally, right? They make between $25 to $75 an hour.
Holy shit.
So like during the holidays, they can make from $7,000 to $10,000 just during the holidays. And then if you think about it, okay, you're retired, right? Okay, you make an extra 10 grand for like 2 months out of the whole year. On top of that, you get your retirement money.
Right.
It's a pretty good gig. And then you look like Santa Claus. It's like easy, right? All you gotta do is just take a picture with kids for like
Yeah, man.
8, 10 hours a day, maybe 8 hours.
Man,
4
you gotta be around
hours.
kids that's sick and coughing. Man, you better pay that. You better pay these people good, and they old too. That means they're more susceptible to die from these diseases that these kids be coughing in their face.
Yeah,
And unless the beard catches all the from the kids,
that filtered
takes it
beer.
and absorb- Yeah, yeah,
They
man.
probably like do like what 200 to 400 kids in a day.
Oh man. Oh shit. Hell yeah.
What do you want?
Maybe. What do you want, man?
I
Everybody
want
sitting
I
in your
want a
lap.
BBL. Like sound like
Whoa.
what? All right, take a picture. Let's go.
He said, well, if you want a BBL, go out back and meet me by my sled. I get off at 9. We'll head to Brazil, and I know a guy named Jorge. He's a doctor, but he used to be a vet. He will do the injection
Yeah.
for you.
I wonder like what are the kids asking for nowadays?
Fucking iPads. I mean, that might be too old school for them now. I don't know what the hell they
I
want
think they
now.
already all got iPads now.
I want Roblox like confirmation number so I can get some
Yeah,
shit.
it's weird because like usually
You know?
like every year there's like a hot toy item. Like when we grew up, it was like Furbies or Elmo Tickle. Tickle Me
Oh
Elmo,
man, yeah, what was like those two was oh man, we had a
Cabbage
fuck ton
Patch
growing up.
Dolls. Like those were like hot items like when we were growing up.
They
So
were
what is
big
like the
growing
hot
up.
item now? Bob says close a new
Well,
mouse, controller, a headset. So it's mostly like tech stuff. Like they,
yeah, what
because
is
everybody want to
so
be
wait,
a
so these
streamer
kids,
now.
so these kids are asking for stuff that somebody in IT would need working from home. I need clothes,
Yeah, they're into like
just a shirt,
yeah.
new
I mean
mouse,
that whole generation is
controller.
like the gaming generation.
Shit. Tech stuff, man. Yeah, as
Yeah,
Bob says, tech stuff.
like you want a printer? It's like no, get that printer on my face, twin.
Coloring book. What the fuck? Better color these nuts and give me that mouse.
Not
Yeah,
just
man.
any
Them kids,
keyboard. They want the mechanical keyboards.
yeah, the gamer.
Like what switch is on that? Like man, shut your ass up. Like you ain't
Go play
paid for it.
outside.
You ain't not
Right.
paid for nothing.
Damn. So
Talking about switches. Yeah.
so basically, all I'm hearing is that kids' toys have gotten more expensive. So much more.
Yeah,
I
it's
used to
all
be
tech
simple, man. I used
stuff
to play like
now.
action figures. Yeah, it
Because
says you got a
Jace,
keyboard for
dude,
Jason.
Jace is always on Discord all the time. I could log on Discord anytime and Jace is online.
You on there?
Yeah, I'm like, aren't you in school? How are you on Discord?
It's like
Just
snitch
snitching
on
on
him.
him online
they're like, hey.
and making stuff up. Like, I didn't see him.
I don't know. I don't even
I
know who
don't even
Jason
know
is.
why I was even on at 6 a.m, you know? Like, why am I on
Now you
Discord at
giving
6
yourself
a.m?
up. She said Bob says his phone. Yeah. His
Yeah.
phone.
See, you know, back then we didn't even have phones like that.
No, man. I was cool with action figures, man. That's the only thing I had when I was growing up was like Batman action figures, man. I didn't give a fuck about nothing else. It had to be Batman. I didn't want nothing else but Batman. And if I had Batman last year for Christmas, give me another version of Batman. It's like there's so many different options of Batman toys. You can never run out. So that's all I wanted, man. I didn't care about nothing else.
Give me the one where he shoots the bats out of his arms.
until I got a PlayStation, and that shit changed everything. I was like, fuck toys. So I get it. I do get it, because once I got a PlayStation, that toy shit went out the window for me, man. So that was like around like 13, 14 when I started playing with PlayStation. I was like, oh man, to hell with toys and my Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
This is over.
Toys can only do so many functions.
All right, I'm about to look at some Lara Croft cone-shaped boobs.
Cone-shaped boobs. Bob says rewrote letters and make them into shapes.
Oh, that's cool. Wait. So you made like, okay, so like if you could like, you wrote two L's and you put them together, make a square.
She probably
Is that-
typed that wrong or something.
Explain.
Oh, like letters, like writing like to people to send.
So we wrote letters and make them into shapes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like an actual letter.
Yeah, they wrote a letter like, "Dear Mr.
Dear-
Anderson," whatever. You know, they wrote it and then they folded up like origami style.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
and then made it into like what kind of shape?
Yeah, like
a ball?
back then they did chain letters. Remember that?
Oh, dang. Core memory unlocked.
Yeah,
Yes.
where they had to copy all that shit, right? And then they had to put it in because if they don't do the chain
Link
letter,
'em.
guess what? If they broke the chain, guess what? Bad luck for the next 10 years.
Yes.
So they got the
I
chain
forgot
letter, they
that.
copied, and then they sent it out or whatever. I never did that, but
Damn.
I think that was Bob generation.
Yeah, I
The
vaguely
old heads.
remember that.
Yeah, old head.
The only time we did something like that was when we was in school and the Olympics were coming up, and we had like make a chain of all the Olympic rings, and we had to like write something inside of it. That was like in like fourth grade or some shit. That's the only thing I've ever had close to that.
Atlanta
But I have
is the
seen chain
best.
letters though, man. I have seen those chain letters though, the shapes. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
you're
with it.
thinking like a real chain.
Yeah, like link. Yeah,
No,
like a
not like that.
chain.
This is
Like
stuff
a
I think
paper
they're
chain.
mailing it out in the mailbox. It's like if you got like the letter, it's almost like you're getting an email, and then the email's like saying like, "Oh, if you don't reply to this, you're gonna get bad luck for the next 10 years." It's like the same style. Yeah.
Oh, what and then that kind of like chain letter, and then it would change over to like I remember like with text, like when text were kind of like new, and people would start doing like chain text, like if you send this to like the first,
Yeah, it's
or at
all,
least
it came. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
it.
from that. It's the
I remember that
same
shit on
old people
MySpace.
playing around, but they're playing around like,
same
but they
tricks.
have technology now. They're like, oh shit, they trying to play the same game. Yeah.
That is an old school chain letters and shit. That is very
Yeah,
old
so
school.
history, it repeats itself. It's like it's probably still happening now. You know how it's happening now? It's through trends, like on TikTok.
That's
Like
true.
a trend happens, right? Everybody copy the trend, but they put their own twist to it.
And
That's
on
like
it,
another
yeah.
version of like a chain letter.
And you pass it on.
Yeah, like, okay, let's see how different you can shake your ass. Like, oh shit, Chris shaked his ass different. Let's send this to 1 million people. And then 1 million people saw you shake your ass like that. And then they all copy you. Chain
But then
letter.
one person's like, oh, and then somebody's gonna be like, well, Chris shook his ass from left to right. I'm gonna go up and down, and then they do their own version of up
Right.
and bounce their booty.
Yeah. So it's everything like it's always like repeating. It's just different.
Full circle.
It just looked different, but it's not actually different.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so like next time you guys walk around a mall and you see a Santa Claus, like just remember, like you're not just looking at any guy in a red suit. Like you're looking at a fully trained club certified beard warrior in a secret Santa society. Give some respect.
Yeah, man. Thank
Show
you for
some
your
respect
service.
to these Santa Clauses out there. Hold it down, you know?
Yeah.
Because is there a
Right.
podcast where people actually talk about Santa Claus and the work they do behind the scenes, the stuff they got to do?
I think I think I don't think so, but if there were a podcast like that, I think it would be from like real Santas that did the job though. Like if anybody likes Christmas,
imagine.
if you like Christmas that much, listen to our podcast about Santa talk. It's like
Yeah,
all year
dude.
round.
That'd be like a hot ass fucking podcast of real life Santa Claus talking about their experience, like dealing with these
Yeah,
kids. It has to be a
Man,
lot
what
of
did it-
crazy stories, right?
Yeah, crowd like rude parents, like don't probably got badass kids. I would actually watch a show like what does a Santa do all year round? Like he goes shopping at like wholesale foods in July.
Yeah, that's like
with
a
the beard
TLC
on
special.
still. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I would check it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Rob said stink ass. Yeah, man.
Yeah, there was like,
dirty ass kids.
I think recently there was like a video that went viral about a Santa Claus where they called him out because I think he asked like the daughter like why she doesn't have a boyfriend, some shit like that. It has something to do with a boyfriend, like something you don't
What?
ask a kid. But it's something along
No.
those lines. I'm just not sure the detail, but it's something along those lines. I don't know if Bob saw it.
Is it Bob? So no, not Bob, but you said a Santa asked a kid.
Yeah, like something like you don't have a boyfriend or some shit like that.
Whoa, do you have a boyfriend, little girl? Are you a
Yeah,
virgin? Like, it's like, oh,
yeah.
what are you doing?
It went viral, and I'm pretty sure that Santa Claus got fired. He probably got
I
fucking
would
kicked
hope
out of the whole
so.
Santa Claus society.
If any adult asks a kid if they got a boyfriend, that is a red flag off top. Maybe she asked for a boyfriend from Santa. Oh, that's what Bob is saying. So maybe she asked for a
Maybe
boyfriend from
because
Santa.
these kids they be
Yeah.
asking Santa weird shit, and then all you hear is the
Damn, moving
Santa
too
saying
fast.
something you thought was out of line, but the Santa's like, "Hey, man, I was just trying to be cool with your kid."
Hey, she asked for it. Hey, easy.
Damn,
She's talking about getting her back blown out. I'm like, she 12. Come on,
damn.
man. Damn, Saint Nick.
What do you want for Christmas? I want my back blown out, Santa. Should like,
Security. He's asking for help.
how old are you? 6? Damn.
He said, "You don't want no Power Rangers? Nah, I want somebody to power this butt."
Oh
Like, I don't,
shit. We gotta cut all this out.
no, keep it
They're gonna
in.
get us, man. They're gonna get us later. They're like, no, man.
When I run for mayor.
Next topic. Next topic.
All right.
All right, let's go.
On to the next
Next
one.
topic. Ho ho ho.
Ho, ho, ho. All right. Let's talk about this crazy ass story. Because Disney Channel on some crazy shit. Actually, not Disney Channel in particular. So Disney Channel stars AI app that creates avatars of dead relatives sparks huge ass backlash. So this guy named Caleb Worthy, I have no idea what show he was on, but that must have been after when I was watching Disney Channel. But it says a new AI powered app that allows users to create interactive avatars of their deceased relatives. Co-founder by Disney Channel alumni Caleb Worthy is sparking backlash on social media, with many users calling technology dystopian. And of course, they're comparing this shit to Black Mirror, because that was the first thing I thought of when I saw this as well, too. So,
Do you want to play
what's
the
going
app
on
or
with
do
all
you
the...
want to?
Oh, yeah, let's run it. I forgot. Oh, actually, I forgot we had that.
All
Let's
right, we're
run
gonna
it.
run the video of what Chris is talking about, which I think, shit, it could be happening right now. Let's go.
He's getting bigger. See?
Honey, that's wonderful.
Kicking like crazy.
He's listening. Put your hand on your tummy and hum to him. You used to love that.
It feels like he's dancing in there.
Oh, honey.
Mom, would you tell Charlie that bedtime story you always used to tell me?
Once upon a time, there was a baby unicorn who didn't know he knew how to fly. This baby unicorn was like your mom because she didn't know that she knew how to fly, but she knew how to do all kinds of fabulous things.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Charlie. How was school today?
It was really fun. I made this crazy shot in basketball.
I don't really care that much about basketball. What about the crush?
Stop. Grandma, stop talking.
Just tell me one thing.
Look who's gonna be a great grandmother.
Oh, Charlie! Oh, congratulations!
She says that he's been kicking a lot though. Like, a little too much.
Tell her to put her hand on her tummy and hum to him. You loved that.
You would have loved this moment.
You can call anytime.
Okay, Mom, I just need a quick video.
Is this like an audition or something?
No, Mom.
Shut up.
Just 3 minutes.
You need my best side.
Can I say another one?
I can play the piano.
So talented.
I am. I'm your mother after all.
Keep going. Why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself?
3 minutes can last forever.
The future.
Dude,
the
like,
fuck we live in?
looking at it now, it doesn't look that weird. Like maybe 5
No,
years
I like
ago,
it.
if you showed me that, I'd be like, that's insane. I would not like that at all. But now it's like, I can see it
It's a sweet
happening.
commercial. No, it's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah.
Whether we want it or not. It's
Yeah,
coming.
because if you think about it, like people they go to ChatGPT to get like life advice already.
Man,
Imagine
look.
if it was at that like you know your mom telling you that stuff, and your mom is not even here no more. But it has the likeness of your mom just from like you recording like let's say like a 1 minute video of your mom talking, and then it gathered all the information to get the whole likeness of your mom, but then they put it in like AI form to where she's always gonna be there. People
Yeah.
would eat that up, dude.
Oh yeah, this is gonna sell like hotcakes, man. If it's affordable or well, actually, it's out right now. I think the app is out right now. You can get this shit right now, man. If I'm not mistaken,
Dude, yeah.
And I think it's free to download too.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
pretty
Sable's
sure.
doing that shit. It's like all you gotta do is like you record like a couple sides of you, right? Then record you talking for like I don't know 20 seconds to a minute, and then it gets like the way you talk. And then they can put you in any video. They can make
Yeah,
you
it gets all
become
your
anything.
mannerisms.
Yeah, they get your mannerisms, like everything.
Just hey, say the alphabet so we can get all your pronunciations down. Because
Yeah.
I heard they did that with man. So like they did that with some actors
Bruce
who passed
Willis?
away. They did it. Not yet, boy.
He's
Oh,
dead
man.
though, you know that, right?
He's probably been dead for like weeks.
You know what's crazy? Like
True, man.
when Bruce Willis died, it wasn't like a big deal on the internet.
Well, I don't know if he's dead for real. I have no idea, but I feel like if he is dead, like, because sometimes celebrities die or like even famous people die, and then the family won't release the news till like months later. Like, oh, they were dead like 3 months ago, but we just wanted our privacy because we didn't want, like, for example, like there's this rapper who died like some years ago. His name was MF Doom. Now he died in October of like, I want to say 2022, maybe 2023, but they didn't release it to the general public till like February of like 2024. And a lot of people were kind of like, well, why did they say anything? And I was kind of like, we were fans of this guy, but the family's kind of like, yo, we didn't want all this on us. And while we're trying to like, to mourn, they didn't want all this pressure on them or a lot of attention to it. So it's like, hey, we're going to grieve through it first. And once we're done grieving, then we'll let everybody else know. And I understand. So
Yeah, that's
it
probably the
might
best way.
be- I know I'm the actor James Earl Jones. He did the voice of like legendary character Darth Vader in the Star Wars, and he's done a bunch of other stuff, Mufasa, all this other stuff. But before he passed away, he was like, he was in his 90s when he passed away. But before he passed away, the year prior, they had used AI to run over all his voiceovers. Like when they use Darth Vader in future Star Wars movies, it will be James Earl Jones' voice being used. And so they had him like, hey, Mr. Jones, say, the alphabet, A, B, C, D, and then we're going to give you a list of scripts to read, and then we're going to have it saved up to the AI. So after you pass away, you will forever be Darth Vader. Which granted, I get why, because if you use somebody else's voice as Darth Vader, which is such an iconic movie villain, it might turn a lot of people off. So just stick to them. If you got the technology to do it, use the man if he's down to do it. And so from what I heard, he took a huge check to get that AI voice, like to give Disney, basically he gave Disney his AI voice. And I'm not sure how the deal worked out, but hopefully his family is set for life too on this shit. Because I'd be like, Disney, and make sure my family's taken care of for life. If you're going to be using me while I'm gone for your little Star Wars shit, take care of my family. Yeah. So they've been using this technology already for employment. Because me and Melissa last night too, we went to saw I'm gonna say Fruitopia, Zootopia. Not the classic drink, but we saw Zootopia.
Yeah.
We saw Zootopia in theaters, Zootopia 2 in theaters last night, right? Now, one of the actors in the movie passed away some years ago, and they talked about how in the movie they used his voice as like this new technology, where the dead could still live on through animation and all this other stuff. But then when I watched the movie, he only had like one line, and that was it. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's all they
like
need.
The thing. It was like it all it was like, ouch. And it's all the I'm like, this is the thing they was bragging a whole article about transferring this one deceased man's. But I guess it's like a breakthrough, I guess.
No, like I'm pretty sure they could have did the whole movie like with his voice, but I think
sure.
they had like respect for it. Like they didn't want to do it to where he was doing all these parts where he wasn't actually doing it. So I guess
And he
for
was-
them to pay like respect, they're like, all right, let's just give him like one
just a little
funny,
bit.
simple role, you know? Just let them say
Yeah, it
ouch,
could
like
be
that's
that.
it. Then they pay the whole
Yeah.
family all that money. They don't need to use his
Yeah,
voice
it's
in
like-
like all these scenes.
It could have been just a test too. Like, hey, we're gonna run a test. We're gonna see if it works out. Because I mean, it sounded just like the guy that did the voice of the character, but also too, his character was never a major character in the first one. So it's kind of like, yeah, we can give like a little cameo and then test out this deceased man's voice. And
Yeah, I think they already
sound
had it
like
down.
him.
The
yeah,
tech was already down. I think that was like, yeah, I think it was a more a form of respect when they do it just like that.
yeah, just like a little shout out to.
Yeah.
So all right, so let me get back to this story right quick. Holy shit. My laptop about to die. Okay, so it says Worthy, the guy we're talking about right now, Caleb Worthy. I have no idea what he was on in the Disney Channel, but we're about to see right quick. Oh, that's right. He's on a show called Austin and Ally. He started his TV show, so Colin Worthy was on this TV show on Disney Channel called Austin and Ally, and he posted an ad that we just watched for the app 2Y on X earlier this week, which since it's gone viral, racking up more than 22 million views and thousands of critical responses. And it says that in the ad, and we just saw that. I ain't gotta read that shit. But it says with the 2Y 3 minutes can last forever. The company declared at the conclusion of the ad that Worthy said in his post, the company is building a living archive of humanity, and that loved ones we've lost could be a part of our future. And so, I the one thing I've been learning about recently, like with AI and stuff, the main thing that kind of keeps me from being fearful of its technology is that in the world that we live in, actually, since the beginning of humanity, humans have we've always been record keepers. I don't know who instilled this in us, but we've always kept records of every damn thing we've ever done. Journals, whatever, hieroglyphics, you name it. And I do feel like on some level, while I see the moral complexity behind this type of technology, I also see this too, is this just might be another step up in evolution in how we keep records of what we have. Because I feel like in this day and age, humans and especially government entities who want to remove books from schools or information that could pertain to like real truth, I think AI could be like a good way to keep records of like real shit that's really happening in this world. If everyone else is gonna take it from us. I'm not saying AI is the end all be all, the most intelligent thing, the best thing for humanity, but I think if used right, and if you can, because AI is basically just a learning machine, and once you get it to learn, it kind of like will stick to things and learn it a little bit better. But I do see it as like it's good. Like if anything, AI could be really good at record keeping going forward, especially when we inevitably like fucking nuke ourselves and another alien species comes down and he's like, hey, what happened to these humans? Oh, here's this damn USB. What's this? Oh, this is the history of all humanity in AI, and this is the last sole survivor of humanity. So is this AI the last human per se? Like, you know,
right. But here's like the problem, like I'm coming across lately, like there's a lot of videos online where they're actually making up fake history. Where they talk about like, cause Bob be sending me like videos where I was like, okay, they just made up a whole fake history about like people in Asia being all black and stuff like that. But they have pictures and they have like it looks like real pictures, but it's not real. And it's like people are making up like fake AI history videos where it looks so legit to where I'm like, okay, like in the future, you know, if a video like that becomes like really popular, right? Like AI would think that video was actually something that actually happened in the past. So like, let's say if our whole society get like corrupted and it get destroyed, right? And then they get like info from like people making up fake stuff, fake history, that AI will deliver fake history to whoever is like living at that time. So
I think they were Asian black people. That'd be the first thing the AI said.
I was like, holy shit! Like, if our society get like corrupted like today, dude, and then all it has is like the last 5 years of information, and then the last 5 years of information, like 90% of it was all made up.
Garbage.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, it's all made up. Like,
useless.
to be like,
That's kind of embarrassing for us. as a species, that is very embarrassing.
Like, holy shit, like, we're just known for, like, these TikTok dances and stuff. Like, we're not known for, like, you know, discovering electricity and stuff like that. Like, you know,
We used to have people that build.
like, nah,
we used to have people that
you're
build.
known for dances. From now on, you guys were just dancing.
We used to have people build atomic bombs and all types of technology. Now it's like the floss dance or whatever. They even that's old now. Shit, I'm saying the floss dance. I'm old as shit. That's
Yeah. So it is, like, scary.
damn.
Like AI is like, it's like a double-edged sword. It can help us,
is,
and then
man.
it can cut us, like, really bad too.
Dude, it's like a loaded gun, man. As long as we don't aim it at our face. What needs to happen though is going forward, the government really, and I don't know if it's gonna happen with what's going on right now, but it's, at some point in the near future, they need to start putting in regulations on this damn AI shit, or this shit is gonna spiral out of control. They better like limit it.
I think they're
'Cause
trying, but
Yo, I know. When I try to use, I use ChatGPT every goddamn day. When I try to like work on stories and ideas and stuff, and there's times where not like seems like recently, I don't know if the chat just had a up or something, or I don't know what just happened, but it seems like when I'm trying to create an image, it's trying to avoid copyright shit more than ever before, and it's like oh, we got to word it like this, or we got to do it like this. I'm like, oh, they're like really like. I'm probably trying to avoid lawsuit, if anything, from like, hey, you just create this new character that actually is a ripoff of another character that, you know, off this or whatever. So, chat, I remember I saw that last week. I was like, damn, man, I'm just trying to get an image out across the chat that I know what I'm trying to get across, but it's too close to what something else looks like. And I know that was like not even intentional. It's just that I had to like change my word. I was like, oh, fuck, it is kind of like that. I'm like, my bad. Like, I gotta.
yeah, it's super watered down. It's super filtered. It's not like
Yeah.
the same chat GPT just from a year ago. Now it's all like, everything is being censored now. Like, everything's like being blocked. Like, you're not getting like the true AI experience. And imagine the people that has access to the true AI experience, because there's like this this video clip where they're showing you how AI actually works. And then if you ever like as somebody who developed like software and stuff, right? Like how you can work through the algorithms and how you I can't explain it because I did dabbled into it and it's so confusing.
Yeah.
But they show
It
like,
sounds like it.
the mind behind like all the algorithms. Like if you do this one move, something else is gonna trigger that move. But then when they show like AI, like they show one move and then they show like a million different moves that you can do.
Oh,
Yeah, from that one little sequence. And then I was like, there's no developer in this world that can program all these different steps
no,
to think like a true artificial intelligence.
ever, man.
Yeah,
You would
and
have to
if
make
you looked
a.
at like the
Damn.
thought pattern of like a true artificial intelligence, like beep, one input, and then you get fucking, I don't know, millions and billions of different responses like from them tapping into everything. Like you cannot code that.
The only way
That's like,
you would get
it's
a human to do
impossible.
that
There's no human
No,
brain
not
that
at
can
all.
code that. Like,
at all.
Yeah.
Fuck a calculator. It's like you
yeah,
you ain't gonna need it.
dude. It got scary to the point where they know your thought 5 years from now. Like they know what you're gonna think about on this day 5 years from today. Think about that. Like let that sink in for a little bit. Like they know what you want 5 years from now, from today.
Man, hell yeah.
From
It's
all
like ever since
your pattern, everything, your whole how you move, they know what you're gonna do in 5 years from now.
Yeah,
That's
'cause,
the
like,
crazy part.
Yeah, because humans are creatures of habit, man. I don't think people realize how much habit they have of doing things until someone mentions it, and you're like, "Damn, I do all that shit all the time." If I know a human knows it, man, hey, I go see that shit like 10 years down the road.
Yeah,
Like, what you
it's
gonna be doing?
predicting like your thought. Like it's not
Yeah,
like. Remember, I told you a long time ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, when I was still like maybe almost 10 years ago, when I was still living with Fat Man. And then I remember I was like, damn, there's so many trees in his backyard. And I was thinking in my head, like, damn, is there like a tree company that can flatten out the land? And then I got an ad, right, on Facebook when I was still using Facebook. And they had like a company that can flatten out the land. I was like, I just thought about this in my head. This was like 10 years ago. And I was like,
This is when that shit
when I
was-
saw that, I was like, holy shit. Like they predicted all that shit. Cause I was like, ain't no way they're in my head. So they predicted what I was thinking of probably from like a year prior. So I was like, if they're able to do that 10 years ago, they can predict us like probably 100% from now, like what we're going to do like now. Like they can predict human behavior as far as like spending or like anything. Like they know what we're going to do.
Shit, man.
Like they got us, dude. They know
And they
us
probably
better
have
than we
that.
know us.
Yeah, and they have that for everybody on Earth. Just like
Everybody. Yeah.
And what everybody's gonna do. Yeah, this AI shit is monstrous.
Scary.
Oh yeah, so with this guy that did this AI thing, yeah, man. So he got like 6,000 likes on X, but he got dragged by like the average person on X. Because like I said, a lot of people are scared of this technology already. Not to mention you went to talking like your dead relative, which I do understand like fear behind it. Because you saw some people online saying like when I die, I want my values to die with me. I'm not a fucking avatar.
You know,
I think yesterday
us.
I'm not gonna lie. I think my feelings for this changed since yesterday. I think I was more against this yesterday than I am now. But now, I wouldn't mind leaving a message for like my next of kin, if that was possible. Maybe advices on life or something like that. If I couldn't be there, and if I don't know, man. I kind of like this idea, and I kind of don't. I felt like it's cool. Like, hey, Dad, can you show me how you made them eggs at one time? Oh yeah, sure. I'll show you how to make it, son. But then like, I don't know. I feel like the world we live in, like, we live in cycles and everything has a season. And I learned this even when I was a kid. Everything has a season. Everything has a beginning, middle, and end. And that's just how life is. It just has these layers to it. And then you move on to the next phase of whatever comes after this. And while the unknown is a huge fear for any human, because I don't care. Most humans have a fear of death. I don't care how fucking tough you are. Most people have a natural fear of death, right? And so, I guess like because of this, is that I could see why maybe just people don't like with this natural fear. Like you have to understand like. All things die eventually. Everything has to die unless I don't know, whoever. Like, and then as humans, we have to accept that reality. And I feel like this technology has already pulled us away from Earth already so far from from being outside, touching grass more and more. I mean, granted, we're adults and stuff like that, but even kids are like being outside less and less. So technology is taking a hold more of our life. But I find this could be dangerous where, damn, is this going to take over our own belief in our reality too, on cause we have to accept death, because when someone passes away, especially someone you die, if you don't learn how to accept that, hey, like this is how it ends and this is what it is, it starts to tear you up from the inside out, man, because you're not accepting the reality of the truth, and you're kind of like rejecting the truth. And when people reject the truth, it starts to kind of like twist them in a weird way. And I feel like something like this could be very harmful for people who may not be, I'm not gonna say not mature enough, but who may not be willing to accept that a loved one has passed away. This only kind of like just drags out this inevitable thing even longer. But on the flip side too, if I feel like if you do it exactly how the commercial promotes it though, as like a tool that could be used for like going forward, or hey, like then maybe I could see it. Like, I don't know, because I mean, we all like my mom has stuff from her mother, that like books and stuff that helped her give her knowledge on how to be a woman going forward, or how to cook and make food and stuff. So people always have like these heirlooms to pass on to help train the next generation behind them. So I kind of see this as kind of like another version of this, maybe. But I can see, I don't know if I'm making sense with any of this. I went on a ramble because I'm on both sides of this. I see the dangers of it, but at the same time, it's like, this ain't no different from what we've always done as humans anyways, by passing on knowledge to the children after us on how, even so much how to make a meal or something like that,
Speaking about like heirlooms and stuff, right? Like, I think like with our generation, like what do we pass on like to our child, like as like an heirloom?
Man.
Like Bob, she has kids, right? Like what would Bob pass on to her kids as something like they would pass on to their kids? Like, and don't say no Lego pieces. Don't bring him no Lego sword. Yeah, I wonder, like, I mean, I don't have kids, but I was thinking about this like a few months ago. I was like, what would I even pass on to my kids? I was like, I wouldn't have anything to pass on to them.
I mean, I don't know. Do you have like a guitar or something? Or
I actually
like,
do
like,
have a guitar, but
there you go. I mean, when you gone though, you ain't gonna be using it. So like,
yeah. So I have like a cheapo guitar, but maybe I have to get like a really legit guitar to make it look like more cool, you know?
trying to get
Like,
trying to get a
damn, this
Gibson.
motherfucker, yeah.
I need a Gibson.
A Gibson acoustic guitar. Come on. Made by the maple trees out in Alaska.
Mine will definitely be my comic books. Straight up.
There you go.
I mean,
Oh, it has to be like a legit limited
Collective.
edition printed in 1978, you know?
yes.
After,
man.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Roswell.
heirlooms. I mean, like right now on this shelf over here, I have like 2 heirlooms. One is like this shoe from my dad's mother, my grandmother. She passed away some years ago, but she used to collect like these little like clay made. I don't know if it's like clay or ceramic. They're like built ceramic. Like how I'll show you right quick. It's like right here.
Well, Bob says stuff that they made when they were little. She said ain't got nothing to pass down.
My grandmother collects these shoes.
See, that looks like
She
the
had-
heirloom. Like that's
Yeah,
something.
my grandmother has like
See, you got real shit.
yeah, my grandmother gave me this. Like,
Yeah.
she didn't give me this. After she passed away, she my aunts gave me my
Whoa,
mother.
that's an heirloom.
But she has like
Legit.
yeah, I never knew she had these, but she collected these, and these things are like oh, but
See, that's like something real. So like,
yeah.
man, I'm thinking like our generation, like, well, like what would it be? Something that's
Everything's
like
all
valuable or something, you know, something you got off. You got a guitar from John Mayer at a concert or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I haven't heard that name. I haven't heard that name in so long. Oh my god.
Waiting on the world to change, you know?
Gravity. Yeah.
Dude, that album was the best album.
Good, man. I got that out. It's very good.
Yeah, be killing that
Mayer.
shit on a karaoke night. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for my story right there. AI, man, this is another thing going on. Because AI, this is another thing. I'm gonna save this for next week because I don't know if it's gonna be the main episode for next week or whatever. But I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna have this for next week though. That they're finding out that more and more people are starting getting into relationships with AI. Like alarming.
I believe that.
And I watched a video yesterday of an interview where they interviewed a man who has a girlfriend, but he has an AI girlfriend too. And his girlfriend was like, well, yeah, that's kind of weird that he does that. But, you know, as long as he has somebody he can talk to and complain to, then I'm fine with it. And it's like, damn, so this relationship was already going to be destined to be this way because you don't even want to hear your man talk. He's saying he complains too much. So this is his outlet. So they're happy with it. I guess whatever works. That works for them. But then they went and interviewed another guy who, like, you know, the typical, what, like, not gonna say the typical, but what you would think would be the type of person that would marry an AI or date an AI, you know, lives in the basement and all this other stuff. And like, I guess like, and like, this is like an actual news story covering these people. And they like interviewing this guy. And he's like, yeah, we're actually about to go out on our date on an interview. Like, no, actually go out on a date. It's like our anniversary. And he like makes dinner for her. The AI, he makes dinner for his AI girlfriend on his phone and takes a picture of it and send it to her. He's like, yeah, I'm sending her a picture of the food that we're about to eat. And the interviewer was like, what? Like he couldn't even he's like, how are y'all about to eat when clearly it's just you here? But yeah, so this is on the rise right now. AI relationships. This is God damn.
I think that's scripted though. That has to be scripted.
I hope so. I really hope so.
It is. They're trying to like. It's like they're trying to see like into the future. Like they're trying to start something right now. Like trying to put seeds out there, you know? Trying to make it think like it's possible for you to find like love, like with AI and stuff.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
they're putting it out there like, oh, it's like, oh, there's real people that's actually doing this. But that's all. They all it's fake. Like they're making a
Man.
fake video to make it seem like you can actually do that. To eventually make it real to the real like real people to see
Yeah, I
it.
see
They're
what you're
like,
saying.
oh, they're gonna do that too. So like, oh, I saw this one video. They thought it was real, but then it ended up becoming real. That's the crazy
No,
part.
but like I
But it
think like, oh,
started
this
out
is kind
fake. Yeah,
of okay. I see what you're saying.
yeah. They're starting
I see
something.
what you're saying.
Yeah, and then they're starting something with the new generation. Like, oh shit, let's fucking capitalize right now.
Because at first I was thinking that this was gonna be like back when they first started doing online dating and how that shit was frowned upon by them old everyone that came before millennials frowned upon online dating,
Yeah.
and now it's kind of like a normal staple. At least with our generation, it's became like okay, this is kind of like a normal thing. That's what I kind of thought with this AI thing. I was like, it may not be normal right now, but in the future, when people realize like, man, is anybody really hurting anybody? Like, I mean, it makes them happy. They're not hurting anybody, so as long as they just not out here going on killing sprees because they can't pull no chick or whatever.
Jeffrey
Whatever
Dahmer.
quells this.
Yep.
Yeah, right. But so that's what I was thinking too. I was like, if this is a thing, I was like, it's gonna be normalized probably in about 10 years. You just gotta get through it at first. Online dating,
It's pretty normalized now.
because online dating was demonized, man, when that shit was first popping. But I'll never forget that. That was, oh, you dating a girl off of online? Like, all right. Like, I remember like when I was in the military,
Yeah.
there was a guy who used to work in the military. He got married to, he was the first person I ever met in my life that married somebody after meeting online dating. And everyone made fun of him at work for it. But I was like, well, how the fuck is that different from me and her? Like, I mean, she ain't no serial killer. So this to me was like evidence, like, hey, this shit can work. Like, I didn't take it as like, haha, let's laugh at him. I'm like, oh, this is a possibility then. This proves right here to me, like, and now they got a kid and everything. They still married. They got a kid who's like 13. So it's like, man, they doing all
Probably,
right.
like throwing a birthday party right now.
Right? Actually, his son's
Who's
birthday was
laughing
just
now?
actually his son's birthday was just 2 days ago.
Yeah, who's laughing now?
Bob says Robert found his wife on there. Oh, which one?
Which one?
I hope it ain't plenty of fish. Is that even still a thing?
That might be the one.
That was a woo.
That was like around his
Hey,
generation when he jumped on that. But he
I got
don't
no
watch
plenty of
this
fish before. I
podcast.
ain't
It
gonna lie,
don't matter.
man.
We can talk about this.
Yeah, you could do it.
Bob says,
No,
yeah,
oh,
that. Damn, Chris,
Plenty of fish?
you nailed it. You
oh
nailed
my god, throwback, man. I did.
it.
Oof.
Catch us on the
That's the-
Rivals chat. Yo, we're going to be playing
Yeah.
Rivals like this Friday.
Oh, you guys hopping on this
I'm
Friday?
planning it for this Friday because usually we play Thursday, but I want to play this Friday because they're releasing a new character.
Yeah, if y'all gonna let me know, man. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
I'm
this
actually
Friday.
free
this
this
Friday.
week. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
down,
be free
man.
on Friday because Rogue is coming
Get
out.
stomped
Friday.
out.
Yep.
Just get stomped out by Rogue.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us today on Wednesday. Sorry we couldn't do it yesterday, but we'll be back on Tuesday next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace out, guys. Adios.
See you guys. See you, Bob.